Hi everyone, happy Friday. Sorry I'm a little bit late getting this video out. As it turns out, a few people were expecting it yesterday. I've had a few messages looking for my tea talk. Yesterday was not a great day for me, so and I was going to just film one anyway, but I couldn't even really think about what I wanted to say. And then Max came home, and the talent needs her space to be able to do the video. So I just thought, let's just cut it and try and do one on Friday. So as it turns out, it was probably a good thing because I've had a good experience this morning with my little, well, not little, very tall, actually, podiatrist fellow, the Irish podiatrist fellow I was telling you about last week. He has lifted my spirits a bit. But yeah. Yesterday was not a great day. Up until yesterday, everything was like pretty good, but and I had really tried to pace myself a bit this week and rest up. I woke up yesterday morning and my fingers like just aren't really working anymore. These fingers, the pointer fingers, yeah, they just they didn't want to work, and so like I tried to put my shoe on, and then I couldn't pull the tongue out of the shoe because well, obviously they weren't working. So then I'd take my shoe off, pull the tongue out, put my shoe back on. Then trying to do the laces with all that like fine motor kind of stuff was tricky as well, but I got them on. I had PT, went to the gym and did that, and like I like my PT, and it's probably it's really difficult for me to do classes, so I'm kind of down to my PT, and I see an exercise physiologist. I'm starting to see him twice a week, and the PT once a week, and yeah, so my exercise is down a little bit as well, which is hard because when I feel a bit flat like that, I would have gone and smashed a workout out, and that would make me feel better. So I'm missing the endorphins, and I like see someone running out on the road, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could do that. You don't know how lucky you are. Anyway, so I went to PT. I was absolutely shit at PT. Like not shit. I mean, I couldn't lift anything. I had a couple of things I think where I had to get up and down off the floor, and that was really like noticeable from last week. Like I'm not good at that anyway, but noticeably more difficult. When I got into the rower, Phil normally, like he's making me work as much as I can possibly work. So he makes me put my feet in and pull the straps and stuff like that. I couldn't do that. Couldn't pull them. These fingers weren't working. Yeah, so like I still felt okay after the session. Just like is a bit in my face. Like every week things get worse for me. So as in like physically I can notice things progressing. So that was okay though. So then I came home and I had the OT come, and that's the first time that I've had her, and oh dear, like I was expecting big things from her. Like she's the one that I've been kind of waiting for, and I just didn't gel with her at all. After 15 minutes, I completely disengaged, was just not really interested in anything she had to say. She wasn't hearing me. She wasn't understanding really what my issues were. I just wanted a bra. I just wanted a bra I can put on, and she pretty much said she couldn't help me with that. And then I don't know, like she was probably not understanding quite how much I can't do, and then she was like getting me to tell me about like what I can't do and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I can't cook, I can't stir, I can't hang clothes up in the cupboard because I can't lift my arms high enough to do it, getting dressed, all that kind of stuff, wash my hair, all of these things. And honest to God, like I feel like Steph and Darby, my niece, have done a better job of OTing me. She just wasn't really like I don't really need to cook, like, you know, but then she was trying to like I only rent. So she was like saying, well, we could approach the landlord and ask him, could we make a lower bench? Like, for God's sake, if I've got to get a new bench, if that's what it's going to take to cook, I'm just going to get light and easy, okay? I don't need a new bench. And she just wasn't hearing me. And I think sometimes these health professionals, like I've had, or not even health professionals, the NDIS lady was the same, like super nice. But like, I've been told I'm going to die, like probably in a year. Like, I've been told I'm going to die, and you're coming in here, chirpy chips, hi, how are you? You know, like, and, you know, I just read the room sometimes. Like, sometimes I'm okay with that, but then other times I'm like, I don't want to be chirpy, and like, you're bringing all this bloody equipment into my house that I don't even want. And yet NDIS package, like, I feel like ever since I've had it, I've had to be kissing people's asses like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't even want that NDIS package. I don't want it. But here we are, I have it. So, and I tell you what, it is great to have NDIS, don't get me wrong, because when I had Jack, things were so much more difficult. And I just think our lives could have been so much easier with an NDIS package for him. So I am grateful for that. And that I can go and see physios and OTs and all that kind of stuff. And it's not costing me anything, which is great. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'd much rather not have to have an NDIS package and to be able to not have to see a physio and a bloody OT that I don't like. So I'm not going to see her again. I'm going to see someone else. She does, do you live, like, where do you live? Like, around here? Like, do you live in Oxley? Because that's where their office is. She goes, no, that's where the office is. Like, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then she's like, was telling me she's clearly pregnant. Like, she was, you know, very clearly pregnant. And, like, I just got nothing from her. I was trying to build rapport, and I got nothing. And in the end, I was just like, when is this going to be over? Please, can this be over soon? So that happened, and I think on top of feeling like my fingers not working and stuff. Anyway, so today got up this morning, and I was saying to Steph, my fingers were really shit yesterday. They weren't working, and but I think they're okay today. Anyway, then I went to get changed, and I put some shorts on, and I could hardly get them done up. And then I was like, oh my God, I can't wear these shorts. They look terrible with my outfit kind of thing. And then I couldn't get the button undone. And I was thinking, I can't wear this outfit. I need to go and get some scissors or something. And I was going to cut the button off just because I didn't want to wear the shorts. But in the end, I got it off. But then I was like, I take it all back. The hands are not better. They're not better. Still bad. And shorts, I think, are a thing of the past. So that's where we're at with that. And then I went to Brekkie this morning with Bron, which was really nice. We did a scenic tour of all the cafes in Oxenford because, like, who doesn't open their cafe by 7 a.m? But anyway, we went back to the Old Faithful out there, Bear Boy, which does great coffee anyway. But yeah, so we both ordered toast. So Bron had Vegemite toast and I had peanut butter toast. Yeah, so when I came home, I was saying to Steph, I've noticed, like, my swallow. I just notice I'm having to be a bit more conscious of my swallow. And I'm a bit, like, wet on the side of my lips, which is the start of freaking drooling. Anyway, so that's happening as well. It's not noticeable, it's just a bit wet. But there's medication for that, so we will throw some medication at that. You know, life is a delicate balance of the right medication. So anyway, we're talking about that, and I said, like, thinking back at breakfast, I, like, noticed Bron was finished her toast and I wasn't even on my second piece. And yeah, and normally I'm like the first one to finish. I'm usually a quick eater. And yeah, I was talking and stuff, but then Steph tries to make me feel better, and she goes, well, to be fair, like, peanut butter is probably not the best option for you. It's like tacky and sticky, and that would be harder to eat. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. She had a bloody unfair advantage. She had the Vegemite. So just the lengths that we're going to try and make me feel better about how shit my hands are like probably a month or so ago, I went and ordered, I had this sourdough toast with like ricotta, lemon ricotta. It was beautiful at this Milkman's Daughter down at Mermaid, which is a really nice vegetarian. I think it's vegetarian. It's vegetarian. Everything is pretty much vegan except they have cow's milk for their coffee. And it's a really nice little place. And yeah, they do good coffee as well. Anyway, I ordered like just a sourdough with this ricotta on it, and I couldn't cut it. And Steph says, "Well, to be fair, like sourdough is quite thick," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I didn't have a steak knife, and I couldn't cut it." But she's always trying to make me feel better. In the end, I just picked it up and started scoffing it with my hand because, like, what does it matter? What does it matter? Yeah. So, oh my God, I haven't even started putting my makeup on. I'm rambling. I'm not really, what time is it? I don't know. Probably close to 2 o'clock. And I have no plans for this evening, but I do expect, it's highly likely that I may end up at the pub. But at the moment, I'm just going to the physio this afternoon, so I don't need to be too fancy yet. Yeah, so what else has happened this week? Oh yeah, I was kind of thinking about, I'm just a bit pissed off with having MND actually. Like, I feel like it's a bit unfair. And I'm not like a woe is me person, and that's not a one. I don't want everyone to feel sorry for me, but like, for far out, I have exercised most days for probably the last 12 or 13 years. I just kind of think, how is this fair? Plus, like, I just kind of got rich. When I say I'm rich, for those people who don't know, like, I've been saying for like the last year, or since COVID started, like Bron and we've been saying that we're rich. We're kind of manifesting us being rich. And then every Saturday after we go to the gym and we go for coffee, we're like, what did you buy? And we talk about our purchases for the week. But like, one of the first things I said when I got diagnosed with MND was like, I've just bought a new couch. Like, I felt like I just made it because I bought a new couch. I bought all new furniture for my house. Just paid $180 for a pair of sneakers that are no longer useful for me. And I'm a bit shitty that, yeah, I kind of feel like I've just starting to reap the benefits of like a pretty full-on 20 or 30 years. Bringing up kids, having Jack with the disability, having a pretty shitty marriage, getting through bringing the kids up and stuff. And I've just kind of found my feet where, like, I've got a bit of extra money. I've lived on secondhand stuff my whole entire freaking life. And I was so proud of myself that I could just go and pay cash for my couch. All my furniture I paid cash for. I got like a new TV cabinet, all matching, buffet, coffee table, the whole shebang. And then I go and get bloody MND. Like, yeah, not really fair. And then the other thing that I think is really, I don't know, like, it's kind of ironic and unbelievable, really. Like, I'm gonna die the same way like my Jack died, like, and my kids are gonna have to see that. Like, I like, he died from like pneumonia, post-surgery complications, but basically had shitty lungs. And yeah, and I just think, why is this happening to us? I've never really been a woe was me, or even like I've been very and I'm accepting of the MND. Like, I am accepting of it, because I think there's no point not being, because like, you just need to get on with it, really. Like, you can spend your time being sukilala, and I, trust me, I have days where I am that, but yeah, like, I'm not happy about it, but you know, I'm not chasing a cure, or you know, or fetal position in the corner either. I'm just getting on with it. But I don't know, sometimes I just think, why has this happened to me and my kids? Like, they are going to have to go through all of that again. And it just really seems quite unfair that our family has probably enough already. Like, we've endured enough. So I don't know, I was just feeling a bit of that yesterday and over the last week as well. You know, people who exercise a lot are more prone to MND. Can you believe that? It just seems quite bizarre, really. Like, I have really looked after myself, and especially in the last year or so, like, I've really I even like won a challenge at the gym earlier in the year, and that was the fittest and healthiest I'd been ever, I think. So, yeah, and now this happens. So anyway, that's me pity party over. Please don't feel like you need to feel sorry for me, because that's just the worst if anyone is feeling sorry for me. I hate that. I'm just having a bit of this sucks, you know, but it's still okay. Like, I'm okay. I'm just like, some things in life just don't seem to be too fair. Yeah. What else do I want to talk about? I've been watching The Bold Type on Stan. Oh my God, I love it. And it is a bit of a comedy, but it's just these three girls that are working in a magazine, and it's a contemporary magazine for women, very women focused. And oh my goodness, I love it. It reminds me a bit of, if you like Sex and the City, I reckon you'll love this. Like, they have like contemporary issues all the time, and I watched nearly the whole season 1 like on a weekend. But I really enjoy it, and it's a good one to just put on, like, if you just want an hour of something to watch that's pretty light. Yeah, that one. I can't really think what else I've watched this week. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to tell you next week. It was one about, what was it about? I can't even remember what it was about, but I know it was good. I remember sending it to Ebony. Oh God, I'm hopeless. I'll have to remember that and then tell you next week. Yeah. So, I have got my sister Lisa coming down on Sunday, and she's going to hang out with me for a couple of days. She's taken a few days long service leave. So I think on Monday we're going to go and I have a voucher from the girls at work for a like a spa day kind of thing. So I think Lisa's going to come with me, and we're going to do that on Monday. So that should be nice. And she's going to colour my hair for me. So I can't do that anymore, and the greys are starting to come through. So cook some food up so that I have something in the freezer kind of thing. And who knows what else we'll get up to. Swim a bit. I've been trying to swim a bit. That's the other thing that's unfair. I just got into a bikini. And then I bought a new bikini a couple of months ago, and I was getting in that bikini right or wrong the other night. I was like, I'd been home all day on Tuesday, and I'm like, right, well, I need to go and do a swim because I just need to get some fresh air and get outside. So I put the bikini on. Oh my God, I reckon it probably took me 10 minutes to get that bikini top on. No joke. It was so difficult, and I feel like I was half dressed. Like, I'm sure it was like rolled up around the back that I just couldn't straighten, and yeah. But anyway, I was determined. I was wearing the bikini. So I went down to the pool and made myself get into the cool pool, which was really nice actually, because my feet were quite sore. They'd been quite sore from walking. And I jumped in, had a swim, got in the warm spa. It was really nice. So the next day I just decided, right, I'm just going to make the pool something that I do like most days. So I had to go and get, we're back to the rashies. Like, you know, I just got into a bikini. And yes, I know I'm not, you know, bikini body, you know, Bo Derek 10. I know that, but who cares? Like, I was happy to be wearing it. But now I'm back in a rashi that's a little bit too big for me, so I don't have to stretch it too much to zip it up, but it zips all the way up, and some boardies. It looks okay. I've been and had a swim, tested and got them on and off, because when I put the bikini on the other day, I was thinking, holy shit, I think I'm going to be sleeping in this bloody bikini. But I did get it off okay. It was just harder to get on. So yeah, that's where we're at. The fingers aren't working. I've bought the stick-on bras. They're hopeless. Now I've bought a Velcro one. Let's see how this goes. Let's hope it's not too ugly. So that should arrive within a few days. That's what I was sort of hoping that OT would help me with, and I was a bit depressed, or not depressed. I was a bit down that she couldn't really help me with the things that I wanted her to help me with. Anyway, you win some, you lose some. This morning I got my orthotics for my feet. Oh my God, I'm going to be able to report next week that I've been for a walk. I don't know how far it'll be, but so much easier. And he gave me some exercises, like a little workout to do at home to help with balance and strength in my calves, to try and keep them, because they're apparently really important for walking. So I'm going to do them. It's on an app. So, and he said he can check. So if he's checking, I'll need to do it so I can be the star student, because I always want to be like the star student. So that's good. But I came away from him feeling really good, because he's just such a nice guy. And we had an hour appointment just to fit my orthotics. So we had plenty of time to chat and have a bit of a laugh. So yeah, he's a funny guy. So I'm going to see him again in a couple of weeks to do a review of my shoes to make sure they're okay. And yeah. So anywho, I am off to the physio. And thank you to everybody who has checked in on me. Like I probably wasn't great yesterday, but I'm okay today. You know, you're allowed to have one day down. And as Steph said, I'm still, what am I doing? I'm still breathing. I'm not in a wheelchair, and I can still talk. So what have I got to complain about? Nothing at all. So we're all good. And yep, things are okay. I'm getting to see little Hayley on Saturday, my little granddaughter, and that will be lovely. I'm just planning to have like a pool day with her. So take her down to the pool, and she loves having a swim. So that's going to be something that's going to make me very happy as well, because she just brings me joy. So have a good weekend. I will hopefully get you one on Thursday next week. I'm sorry I'm late. Okay, have a good weekend. Bye.